Schatzie, hello my cookie, hello my Blommy. Wel, is Blommy. Blommy groei mooi met Tyler Jane. What did I want to tell you about today? We went to Mutti's 100th birthday the other day in January, and I keep on saying to you guys that you have to be really grateful for what you have. We are not rich by any means. We don't have a lot of money floating around at the moment at all. And then Brookie will certainly like, oh, when you have a new car, or when we move into that big house with a pool and get a dog and all sorts of things. And I keep trying to say to you, like, really be appreciative of what you've got. Like, you know, in winter now, you can see people walking around, because it's the 26th of June today, so it was Cookie's birthday yesterday. So we're in the dead of winter here in Cape Town, and it's the rainy season. You know, when we drive to school and you see people walking in the rain, and I say to you, well, see, now, we might not have a big fancy car, but, you know, we've got a car. Those people don't have a car. And we might not have a big fancy house, but we've got a house. And then the one day we were selling a robot, and this old lady with her carer walked across, and I mean, this lady could barely get onto the sidewalk. She was just, her legs were really just not working. And Shatsi were asking, like, oh, what's wrong with her? Like, I said, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just old and she can't move as much anymore. So back to Mutti's 100th birthday, I was thinking to myself, and it's also most probably something Mutti said, you know, that you really take a lot of things for granted as a young person. Like, we've got so much to stress about, you know, money and work and friends, and, you know, balancing life is already a big job. How to manage life. But I think what we take for granted is the fact that we can just get up and go, you know. And we might not be super model beautiful, but like we have perfectly normal faces. We have bodies that have 10 fingers and 10 toes and 2 arms and 2 legs, and, you know, there's I mean, you guys don't even have allergies. You are so perfect in every way that in its own is something to be incredibly thankful for. And then I thought to myself, like, oh, I wonder if we could come up with like a 100-year-old suit. I know that they do this for pregnancies. They take these fake big bellies and they put it onto men so that they can kind of feel what it feels like. You know, you can't tie your shoes, and, well, you can tie your shoes. You can do anything while you're pregnant. It's just with, you know, a little bit more difficulty. So I thought, like, oh, well, maybe we could do a 100-year-old suit. Because I look at Mutti, and even though she is still mobile, you know, it takes some doing to get her up, and then to find her balance. And, you know, she hates using a Zimmer frame, and she hates using her shop rider, and she hates the fact that she can't just get up out of bed. You know, getting up in the middle of the night for a wee is, you know, it doesn't really happen. So I suppose you also know that you are regressing back down to your, like, infant stage, and back to nappies, and so there's not a huge difference, I suppose, between, you know, a baby and a 100-year-old lady. But I think it's something that, and again, like, we are so busy, and but if you can take 5 minutes just to be grateful every day for what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have, and the fact that we are physically capable and healthy, and, you know, is amazing. It's the greatest blessing, and of course it's something that you will only be thankful for and not take for granted the second you don't have it. So if I get lower back pain, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my goodness, like, you know, your back is like the center of your body. And then I, you know, cut my finger off the other day. Well, it wasn't the other day, it was, you know, more than a year ago. I cut the point of my finger off a little bit, and then, like, I think, oh my goodness, I must be so grateful for my fingers. And I'm sure if you ever have a broken arm or something, and you have it in plaster Paris, or even a moon boot or something, like, the fact that we can just jump into the bath or jump into the pool or just run around. I mean, it takes Mutti, it's probably about 3 hours to get ready in the mornings. That's just to get up, to brush her teeth, to brush her hair, to get dressed, you know, have a cup of tea, nothing major. And we do that in 20 minutes flat. And then you run around all day and you're on the monkey bars, and that's the other thing. You are not only just more or less physically capable, especially you, Shasi, you are so agile and so strong and so physically capable that it's unique that you can do these things. I mean, your hands are calloused from your entire palm because you are on the monkey bars all day long. So you aren't just, you know, a normal kid, you're an exceptional kid. So that in itself is a lot to be grateful for. And I'm trying really hard. You know, you watch all these things on YouTube, or you hear these inspirational people, not that I listen to a lot of them, but saying, you know, you should start your mornings in a certain way. You know, get up in the mornings and apply your mind to your day. And I think maybe to get into the habit of starting the morning whilst we may be trying to school something, to literally just list 5 things that you're grateful for. And I think it's such a nice way to start the day, because otherwise you kind of focus on what you don't have and what you want and what you would like to have versus what you do have. And what you do have doesn't need to be mind-boggling things. It can be simple things like I've got family and I've got friends and I've got a lot of people who care about me. I've got a roof over my head, I've got food, you know, like the list of things that I mean, it could be an endless list, it could be a very long list of things that we are grateful for. But anyway, so short message today basically is to be grateful for everything and to not take anything for granted, if it's possible. Okay, I love you guys so very much, even though you drive me up the wall sometimes. I look around the house and I think, oh, it's dirty and it's noisy and it's small, and then, you know, and we don't have a clean anymore, so I have to clean it every now and again. And I think, like, that while I'm cleaning, so Dad normally takes you to the park for a few hours so I can quickly clean the house, maybe just once a month even. I do a quick, you know, sweep and a mop and a vacuum and whatever. And I think to myself, like, even just being able to do that for you, I should be grateful for, because what's the other option? You know, and things change in a split second, you know, and I think to myself, like, what if you guys are and it's really silly to think like this, but I mean, it does. If you guys had to die in a car crash, you know, or disappear off the face of the earth for some reason, like, I wouldn't have a house to clean. I wouldn't have people to cook for. I wouldn't have a noisy house because it would be quiet all the time. So then I'm trying to take that experience of a noisy, messy house that can sometimes be very irritating and try and turn it into a positive and be grateful for it, because unfortunately, you know, awful things can happen. I'm not saying they're ever going to, but they can. Life can change in a split second, and I think we should say our prayers and be very, very thankful for everything that we've got. Anyway, okay, I love you guys a lot. Shati, Cookie, Blommy, 27 weeks, so we've only got about 2 months left to go before there's a third baby girl in the house. Looking forward to seeing how that all turns out. So I love you guys. Bye.